Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the Ravens
Hey,
Lounge.
Ravens.
So my guy Chris held it down on the last episode. You know what I'm saying? Shout
Had
out
to,
to
man. Had to keep
shout
the
out to
content rolling.
CJ DJ Fresh out
You
here.
know it.
You know what I'm saying? But look, I'm Harvey Wall.
Yeah.
This is my
DJ
guy.
Fresh.
Yes,
DJ
sir.
Fresh. You already know what it is.
So we got a lot to get into today.
A lot to cover.
Um, man.
Hey, look.
So
I'm stressed. I'm already drinking.
look,
I'm
man,
in
what
the lounge.
what
Stressed.
happened to my guys? What happened to my guys?
Couple things. We can blame it on injuries. We can blame it on coaching. We can blame it on Lamar. But it was a total team loss. So we can start with Lamar. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you base his performance in the Colts game?
So look, man, I don't know what happened the first game. We cleaned it up the second game, and
Mhm.
then it's like right back to like an absolutely non-focused person. It's almost like, hey man, like look, we paid you a lot of money. This is game three
Right.
against the Colts, which is not the greatest of teams or whatnot. Like we were able to march right down the field
Mhm.
and score, but
That
after
first
that,
drive was amazing. That was a work of art. That first drive.
yeah, after that, it was shambles, man. I mean, I've never seen somebody fumble and just look bad, like you know what I mean, unaware.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts?
I didn't watch the game live. I did watch the highlights. Heard different things, talking to different people. But the gist of what I got from it was that basically it's a mix of the play
Yeah,
calling with the coaches, and a mix of Lamar getting in his own head, overthinking things, him just sitting in the pocket and not, being confident of where he want to put the ball at, or just not throwing it away, taking sacks, like
right.
fumbling when the pocket break down. It was just like he didn't look comfortable like he did when he was at Cincinnati. And a coworker of mine had a good point. When we play home, we play cocky, we play unaware and unfocused, like we gonna win. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we get beat. And that kind of showed. We just look lazy. We just look slow, fumbling, just drop balls. It was just a lot going on overall. So Lamar just didn't look settled at all.
Yeah, when you look at it, you know what I mean. We definitely look at Lamar like he's the head of this whole thing.
Mm.
And so if Lamar isn't good, then the team isn't good. So you know what I mean. We look at Lamar, we look at the offense, and I would have to say like he tried to put it on his back,
Right.
but it's like we have so many weapons, even with Odell Beckham being out, like
We
that
still
was that was
had
yeah, we
more.
still have a bunch of weapons. So I'm not sure why we still decided, hey, like let's just run Lamar the rest of the game. I mean, it
Yeah, I
got
mean,
crazy.
kudos to the two touchdowns that he had. You know what I'm saying? Like those design run, quarterback run plays. But like you said, we don't need to do that. We
Yeah.
got the personnel. We got the running backs, or had the running backs. Um, but I just felt like that first drive when he came out, I thought the whole game was gonna look like that. A nice balance of pass and run. I just thought I was like, oh, we got this in the money. This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
This is gonna be like this all game. Oh yeah. And the defense played well. But I don't know what broke down. Like, let's get into it. The running backs, you know what I'm saying, with injuries and bringing in Kenyon Drake, that fumble was the turnaround of the whole game.
So I was like, oh, like Kenyon Drake looked good. And like I
He's a
barely
beast.
I barely finished my sentence.
It was a
Bubba.
nice run. He was getting downfield. I was like, okay, Kenyon. And
Yeah.
then boom,
Like, oh, all
we
right, like
lost.
like you ready, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like, oh, like I kind of knew that you was gonna do well in this offense or whatnot.
Yeah.
And boom, like the fumble. And I was surprised to see him back on
Was
the
it a
field.
punch, or he just like was sloppy with
It
it,
was it was kind of like an underneath thing, you know what I mean?
like an under punch?
Yeah. Cause like he was falling to the ground, and
Right.
as he's falling, you know what I
He was
mean,
like,
they knocked it right out. And I was like,
okay, because I
God.
didn't see it, so I was like, do we totally blame him, or did the defense make a play?
Yeah, it's both. It's both, man.
Yeah, so
Um,
I just heard from then on it just took a tumble, and we could not find a rhythm, and the
Yeah.
Colts could, and yeah, we just didn't look right from there. That's what I was hearing.
Yeah. So from there, we made a few plays here and there.
But
And like I said, like they try to put Lamar, they try to put the game on Lamar's back. And once again, I'm like, well, why? Like, why do we
right,
have to do, why do we have to do that? And
still got Andrews,
yeah.
Likely, they still out there. Bateman was
So
out, right?
yeah, I mean, no, Bateman was in the game.
Oh, he got out during the game.
Must have. Like,
Yeah,
so as far as like injuries go, like they didn't really like the commentators. I didn't care for the commentators like that.
They be
Because
biased, bro.
man, they was making too many jokes, man. I'm like, what is
Yeah,
happening
like
in the
call the
game? Like,
game. Yeah,
yeah.
call the game. Like,
So as far
dang.
as injuries go, I have no clue who was out, why was
So
out,
that
or whatnot.
it was a mean list that somebody put out, and it was like almost 14 starters. I was like, this is
Because I'm
ridiculous.
looking, I'm like, so why are they trying to run Melvin so much? Why are they running
Drake,
King and Drake so much? I'm
yeah,
like, what's going on?
Gus is
And
hurt.
you know what I mean? Like, Gus, like he'll come back, like one run, like one good run, like down the field,
Yeah, and
and
then out.
then they take him out. I'm like,
And
yo,
it's
like
funny,
just
he
just
still
roll
had
with that.
5 yards per carry.
Exactly. I'm like, yo,
Still
just
average
roll with that,
hurt. He's still averaging 5 yards per carry.
bruh.
Crazy.
Insane. But like,
But
but yeah, man, like overall offense, just like, come on. I don't know what's going on from week to week. But we got to get that together.
yeah. How you think the line did from
The
last
line,
week to this week?
yeah, the line, like they so Sam, like he hiked the ball too soon.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And
It went down the field.
like I think that was on like a third down, crucial, and like that was that. We walked off the field. You know what I mean? They allowed Lamar, Makari, allowed somebody to get Lamar, boom,
Yeah.
swat the ball, fumble, and all of that kind of stuff. I think that was on a crucial third down as well. In our like in the 10-yard line or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. I mean, like the line, it's not like they were horrible, but like they just didn't look as great as they did
They didn't look
last
as
week.
gelled as they
Yeah,
did last week
yeah.
with the Bengals.
But
And
it was
was it the same
also
lineup? Same
yeah,
lineup?
same line.
Wow.
But like I feel like also it was the play calling because like I said, like the first drive we were perfectly fine.
Beautiful.
And then after that, everything went to shambles. But
I think the Colts may have adjusted too. So whatever it was or whatever we did, the Colts adjusted really well. And let's just call it is what it is. Like we really cost ourselves that game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, we beat ourselves up.
We shot ourselves in the foot. We can talk about special teams. Justin Tucker, crucial field goal miss late in the game. But how you feel the defense played against a unpredictable Colts team?
So defense, like you got to clap it up for them because they weren't 100% either.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Still balled out.
Like, but yeah, like we had no pass rushes other than Clowney.
Yeah.
Owe is out.
They're still getting to him.
I didn't see Adafe. I'm not sure.
No, he's out. Ode was out. Jabo was out too.
Yeah, Adafe, Ajabo. I didn't see them. So it's like, you got what's his name? Jeremiah Moon. You know what I mean?
Moon out there.
Like, and then the rookie, Robinson, number 95. Like you got them three. Like that was pretty much it.
That was it.
And then like as far as the line, I think Jones, like 98, like he got hurt.
Jones.
He ended up getting hurt or whatever. So it's like, we were still getting pressure, man. You know what I mean?
Clowney
So
and it was all Kyle Hamilton, yo.
I'm about to say, clap it up for Kyle. He is definitely the whole defense.
Equals Kyle defense. Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah. So like to see him come off the line like that, you know what I mean, and just dominate, you know what I mean, was amazing.
Was that like safety blitz? Like a non-safety blitz play?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
3 times?
Yes, sir. They overloaded. They overloaded on one side.
On the box,
And because Roquan is over there, Clowney is over there, I gotta pick up them.
I saw during the highlight joints. I'm looking at it now. They stuffed them on it was like a 3rd and 1 or 4th and 1. Like that run interior is still top notch. Like
Yeah,
you're not running. Although the boy did have some yards on him. Like who was that guy? He used to play for the Bills, I think.
yeah.
They running back.
Moss.
Yeah, he was
Yep.
getting loose. He was getting loose. He had some yards on the ground.
So
But when it mattered, them third downs and 4th and 1s, them short joints, they stuffed them.
anything they tried to run up the middle, yeah, it didn't
Mm-hmm.
really work.
Mm-hmm.
But they were doing some kind of little out situation,
Slide,
and
offset,
and
yeah.
you could tell that we didn't
Killing.
have,
No
our
outside.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah,
like locking up that side.
they
Hey,
was
like
killing that play.
man, it was crazy.
They was eating up the yards with that. How you think the corners did? Stevens.
I mean, the corners were solid as well, man.
Right.
Like,
They had no big time wide receivers anyway.
no.
Yeah.
So, like they like both teams were playing. Like,
right.
like
No,
nobody was, saying just kind of out there or anything like that. Like, no. Everybody was hitting, everybody was playing, like the best that they could.
Geno Stone was out too, I think, in the safeties.
No, not at first, because he got a sack.
Oh, okay.
Not at first.
He must have went out later in the game.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like I just kept hearing all these injuries, and I'm like, who is even playing? Our roster ain't that deep. Like you just keep every week we getting more and more people added to the injury list. And a fun fact, two of them. The Ravens have never been 3-0 with Lamar. Like started 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't happen, of course. And the other fun fact is, I think I'm looking at it. I don't know if I'm wrong. Ravens, Colts. It says 2021, but I want to say it's 2022 season, 2022 year, when we went down there and came back from like 17 something. He was down 17 points, and we came back overtime and won. The last 3 games we had with the Colts has been to the wire, tied at fourth quarter.
Right.
I never knew it. I was like, I'm looking at him like that result in the tie. The last game result in the tie, and the one before that result in the tie. The Colts play us tough.
Gotcha.
Remember when the Bengals was not really all that good, but every time we played them, it was like, how are we losing to the Bengals?
Yeah.
AJ Green and all that. It was just like they always called our number. So same thing. It was like, oh, we got Minshew in there. Defense about to hunt. We about to eat.
That's what I thought, man. Because the defense was shutting it down.
Minshew mania is a thing because the boy was slinging. He don't care if it's a pick or not. He was slinging that ball, and I was like, again, if we don't pick this thing off, and somehow somebody come up with the catch.
Like, our defense didn't allow anything long, right? And so far, we haven't been beat long at all this season.
And that's without Marlowe and Marcus Williams. That's crazy. Exactly.
But like, yeah, like those third downs, boom, we getting the pressure, and they got a few of them. You know what I'm saying? But the ones that mattered, I guess,
resulted in the points.
But let's talk about the end.
Yeah, let's get into the end. Fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter. We got a field goal missed by Mr. Justin Tucker. Like, this is rare.
How do you think that should have went? Like, you should have called a couple more plays to get closer, or you was like, man, it's Tucker, we good.
So likely actually missed a first down that would have set us up perfectly. Zay Flowers, I think, missed one that was like thrown behind him. Well, I mean, that was in overtime.
Those are okay.
Yeah,
like I said, I didn't watch in real time, so I just saw the highlights.
Yeah, so overtime there was two issues or whatever. I think it was a face mask and a PI against Zay Flowers that they did not call.
Both against Zay. That's crazy. I know he coming to the league like, is this what y'all do?
Man, I couldn't believe it. I mean, Harbaugh couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like we shouldn't have been in that position in the first place.
That's what I was gonna say.
They
had an opportunity because that ball went back and forth a lot. And I'm like, yo, just finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, why y'all going 3 and out?
It definitely was a point in the game where I was like, yeah, we got this, we won, or whatever. And then it was like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Like, we got a punt.
If you keep on letting somebody else in the game and giving them opportunities, they gonna, you know what I'm saying? Especially if it just come down to a field goal. And let's just talk about it. Colts field goal kicker was on fire.
Yeah,
He was like 4 for 4 from 53, 53, 53,
yeah.
54. I was like, who is this guy? Because I was actually looking at the last game. They had another kicker. He missed the game winning joint in the fourth
Mm.
quarter. It went left. So whoever they got now, I know they was like they really appreciate him because he was the player of the game.
But yeah, like
Okay.
a game like that, where as though we don't have depth in the first place,
Right.
and now it's
Even more.
several possessions in the fourth. I mean, in overtime, man, like that's a recipe for disaster, man.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to close when it's time to close. We got to step up. Can't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties and fumbles and drop passes.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I just how are we feeling? Are we in panic mode? Because like looking at the rest of the schedule, looking at the next couple upcoming teams, away games, are we struggling? Are we like, yo, this is the end? Are we done with the injuries keep piling up? Are we done with? Are we not secure with Lamar making decisions? Have we paid him all this money? It's looking like a Joe Flacco thing all over
Right.
again. Like, how are you feeling for the rest of the season?
So every interview, each player was like, it's a complimentary game. The offense got to play well as the defense. It can't
Right.
just be one sided.
One side, yeah,
And
true.
so they like, look, I mean, like without saying it, they like offense got to step up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, that's just what it is. I mean,
So
defense is solid.
I'm not in panic mode because I know what this team could be.
Right.
Why we aren't playing, and that's something else, man. Lamar tends to play to the skill level of the other team instead
Yeah,
of
I've noticed that.
just being great. Like if you
Right.
look at
I look at it.
The Chiefs beat, I'm not sure who they beat, but 40 points. You know what I'm saying? They put up, a 40 piece on them. It's like, yo, like if you're supposed to win this game, win that game.
When it right,
And
right.
just go home. You know what I'm saying? Like, come
The
on,
ones
yo.
that we look and it's like that's a throwaway should be a throwaway. Don't make
Yeah,
it a game. Like
they
last
make it a
year,
game.
last year we played the Giants. What did we do? We sat here and was like, oh, that's a dub.
Right.
Because we thinking that the Giants are late, and we get up there and we get whooped. And it's like, how we lose to the Giants?
Impossible, yo.
You know what I'm saying? So it's all these throwaway games that we just like dub, 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 dub. That turns out to be an L because we not focused, we not prepared, and nobody's looking for them. We look at their roster and it's like, ain't nobody on their team anyway. Ain't got no receivers. They ain't got a
Yeah.
quarterback. How can they win? And they ended up beating us. And it's like, yo, now we gotta, the perfect example, Cardinals, Cowboys.
Mm.
The last 7 meetings with them, the Cardinals won. They always got their number, no matter
And the,
what
and the Cardinals is tanking this year on purpose.
no matter what the Cowboys look like, the Cardinals always end up beating them because they play them hard. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's the same thing we got with the Colts. And man, they found out, they called our number, and shout out to the refs. They ain't called them penalties, so gave them a little edge. But we got to play at the end of the day. I can't keep making excuses for these boys on
So yeah,
offense.
so here we go. Like we got the Browns coming up next. And so
Away.
like after that game, and like I said, like our depth isn't all that great. We left banged up. Um, it's not looking too good for the next game.
Next 2 games. Man, then we got the Steelers right after that. So my thing is, if hopefully we can get healthy and just start bringing guys back gradually. Hopefully by week 8 we kind of know what we look like. If y'all gonna be out for the rest of the season, just stay out. Because
Right.
I hate the guessing. Like he's week to week, he's out for 2, he's out for 4, he's out for 6. So it's like, what is our defense? What does our core starters even look like?
Yeah.
Because we can't even gel if we constantly shifting the A team and the B team with the C team with the A team. Who's our starters? We don't know. So
Or,
that's
or bringing people off the street.
bring it. I mean, we signing people, bringing up from the practice squads, signing people left and right, and it's just like, dang, who
Yeah.
is even, you know, I'm glad I ain't buy a jersey because I don't, they not even playing, bro.
I'm about to say like I don't
Nobody's
know
even
what's going on
playing
with Beckham all the way. You know what I mean? So
because they said it was light. You know what I mean?
right.
Now you out for a whole game. That don't
Yeah,
seem
he
like
did not practice all week.
that don't seem like to me. And Bateman, his somebody in the comments said his average 3 games a season. He put his
Tough on
bid in. He did his due diligence.
right.
See you, Bateman.
I'm out of there.
I was like, dang, that's crazy. He do get 3 games every season. Um,
But yeah,
yeah,
it's gonna be a tough tough game next week against the Browns for sure. Uh I predictions, you know what I mean, you know me, like I be wanting to do it, but I don't be knowing scores for real.
yeah.
But
Mine
like
was way off last week, 35-18. Because I just
True.
thought he was going to dominate. Oh,
Got you.
35-14. I didn't think it was going to be close at all. But yeah, what you got for the Browns? Browns ain't playing all too well either. Deshaun Jackson looks crazy.
Still, man, it's still one of those things like
No Nick
just
Chubb out for the season.
still, man. Like,
Still, Miles
yeah,
Garrett.
I'm about to say like Miles Garrett probably wreak havoc like he normally does.
One guy. Say nah.
Hey, you know what I mean? It really be
One guy
coming
makes
down
a
to that.
difference.
Yeah.
Look, Nick Bosa, Max Crosby, T.J. Watt. One guy makes a
So
whole world of a difference.
the last few games against the Browns, you know what I mean? The way that we won, like the games that we did win, we ran the ball really well. So if we're not running the ball really well, I don't see like us doing.
And we got 2 fumblerenas with
Yeah,
Gordon and Drake. So man, that's gonna be tough.
and
I just want Lamar to be comfortable and confident in his throws because we got the guys.
yeah,
We still got Likely. We still got Zay. We still got Andrews. Nelson Aguilar was out there like, hello. Like, I ain't see him targeted. I don't know. Maybe I'm just watching the highlights, but I ain't really seen him targeted. I don't have any stats in front of me, but like, if we still got all this talent, like, just sit back, make that 3-step drop, look at your progressions.
yeah.
It's not there. Throw it
Lamar
away.
was not delivering the ball. Like the only person that was making catches was Andrews, and that's because um, of his size or whatnot.
Right, right,
And
right.
then Zay Flowers, but like that's because like they made it their business to
Yeah.
to
They put in the
make
off season.
yeah
Yeah,
like
put that work
they
in.
but like everybody else is like yo like these other dudes can play like I
You
don't
don't
know
trust
what's
him.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's Lamar
No,
or
Lamar don't trust him.
if it's Todd Munkin. You know what I mean? Kind of like not really dialing up for certain players. But like I said, like Isaiah Likely, he had opportunity to make a great catch. Like Lamar put it right there into the numbers into
Oh,
the
the drop.
basket, and that man dropped the ball. I was like, what is happening, yo? Like what's
Yeah.
going on?
So,
But
but
like, go ahead.
I thought the whole purpose was to give Lamar the keys to the engine, like so he can call them hot routes and audibles at the line. Even if Monk can say something in his ear, he like this the play. But if you see somebody, just go ahead and do that.
Now,
Because
what's
like
been
I feel like
happening?
with Greg, it was like this the play. That's the guy. Only do that. With Monk, and I feel like it was more lenient. Like yo, go out and just play your style and find the right guy.
I think that's what it was supposed to be, but like this game clearly shows that Munkin is calling the play, and that's that. I'm not seeing Lamar come up to the line and making checks, like really running the game like a Peyton Manning or anything like that or Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
yeah, I get that.
He's not coming up to the line. Hey, this guy, that guy, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
you do this or
51,
whatever.
51. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
like the only thing he kind of doing is like doing like a little
Like,
back tap. Yeah, back tap of the foot.
yeah,
Yeah,
come on,
somebody
come
come
on,
in
come on, come on.
motion or whatever. But like
Yeah,
that's just
he
about
ain't
it.
really switching nothing up. Yeah, I don't think
Yes,
that's a
sir.
style either. But I don't know, man.
So you saying
That's
that you saying that we coming out with a win?
next week.
Yeah.
Um, another close game. Gonna be tough, man. Like the injuries is really my biggest concern because it's like I don't know which way we're gonna play. We gonna play like we did against the Bengals, or we gonna play like we played against the Colts. So I'm just very on the fence right now. Like I'm not
What's,
excited about the Ravens,
what's your
but
predictions, man?
I don't have I didn't lose faith at all. I'm just I don't know.
What's your
I
predictions, man?
predictions.
Scores.
Whew. Mm.
that
10-7, 10-7 Ravens.
low? That low
Yeah.
of a game? 10-7. I think it's gonna be a little bit more scoring because of the defense. Our defense, you know what I'm saying, isn't all the way together. Um I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 24-21.
Okay. I was gonna go higher. I was gonna go 17-14, but I just feel like Deshaun ain't got it together, and the boys gonna hunt. They really gonna get to the quarterback. If anybody does come back next week, that's gonna make it better. Um, and I feel like if our offense gets to struggling, we ain't gonna put on no points, and it's gonna be a field goal defense kind of situation.
I
So
mean, just like the first week we look bad offensively. The next week we look, better.
better,
You know what I mean?
but
And
we
then
still
this
was putting
week,
up 22 to 25
yeah.
points. Yeah, you're right. You're
But
right.
I think we're gonna look better next week. Um, and actually come out focused. Like he's got to know, like I wasn't focused. He
Yeah,
got to know that.
yeah. Week 1 we blamed on Russ. It was preseason game, but week 3 it was just like, nah. All right, what you doing, bro?
Yeah,
Like, what? This on you now? Like, I don't know what's going on with you. But like my coworker said, every time they play home, they play unfocused. So I feel like that's it. When they go away, I feel like Tucker, because he had made a point. Like Tucker came out there, he was like, what he's about to do the 60-yard kick, 61. He was out there like, you know what I mean? Like, it's my house, baby. I
yeah.
kick this in my sleep for practice. It's
It
for
was
fun.
lined up.
You know what I mean? So he came out there cocky and he missed, and I was just like, well, not miss, he was short, and I was just like, I do see your point of being unfocused and cocky home. So when you go away, you like, yo, we gotta get this dub. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
it's much more serious, and they're gonna play much more poised and disciplined. So yeah, like I said, if they show up, it's gonna be a high scoring game, and the defense is gonna dominate. If they don't
because
show up,
you see Tucker make those kicks, no problem.
all the time, 100 times out of 100.
Yeah,
You know,
like
but
in,
like I
in
say,
practice, in the games. So it's like, what was different just now?
it
You know what I
wasn't no
mean?
win. Couldn't don't blame
Yeah,
the
the
win.
win. Yeah, the win. Like the flags was like chilling. Like,
It was all. It was not enough boot.
right.
You didn't have enough boot.
So
So
yeah,
yeah.
bro. Look,
So yeah.
man. Today was a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
We was in the
Good to have you
lounge.
back, man. Good to have you back.
Absolutely,
Yeah, yo.
absolutely. Yes,
I'm
sir.
drinking. I'm drinking because I'm sad. It's not a
we
victory drink.
stressed.
We
We
drinking because,
stressed.
like, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. If I was at the game, it'd have been an amazing game because of the back and forth. That's the
Yeah.
perfect game to go to. But even with the loss, I'm pretty sure being there was probably really, really exciting.
Yeah,
Despite the loss.
so like, I didn't leave, sick or anything like that, like sick to
Mhm.
my stomach, like, oh my God, we just lost. Like,
No, yeah,
man,
yeah,
that's the
yeah.
end
It was
or
just
whatever.
like,
Yeah,
how did we
it's like,
lose?
like that's not a good look for the rest of the season though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I feel like all of these games are definitely gonna matter.
going
What I mean?
forward.
Yeah, going forward. And
And
we can't have too many more of those. Go ahead.
this was just like an upset week. Like people getting blown out by 50 points. The Cowboys getting handled. Like it was just upset week. You know what I mean? You're gonna have those. So I just chalk it up to that. You know what I mean?
True.
Not focus, you're gonna get upset. So yeah.
Trap game. Trap game.
Yeah, yeah, that's what they kept saying. I couldn't remember. I was trying to say it. I was like, I hope I can say it. It's a trap game.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got you,
bro.
yo.
Yeah, my man is back, my illustrious host. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
go.
Week 3 is in the books. Thank you all for joining in, watching, subscribing, liking. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And we gonna keep this thing rocking. And the Ravens are hopefully gonna keep winning for the rest of this season. Get it
Absolutely.
together, brother. Yes, sir. We catch
Yeah.
you all next week. You know what I mean? We'll have some more Ravens content with you for you available. Right now we gonna tap out of this lounge, man. We're gonna check out this Eagles game. It's Monday Night Football.
Let's go.
Holla at
Holla.
you.
Peace.
Peace.